Okay, you know what? Next time I have a networking event, I'm going to ask him which of these sounds better to you. I'm just going to
Yes,
ask, yeah,
exactly.
right? Because I understand your logic, but I don't
Yeah.
believe your logic. So
Okay, I got it. I
I
got it.
need
Yeah.
other evidence. I need other people's opinion. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm right, but in my
Yeah.
mind I'm right. So I
Yeah.
need other opinions to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. 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 Go test it. Go try
Yeah.
it, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's your thing, right? You say the average business loses $6,000 to $9,000 per 100,000 a year.
Yeah.
I,
Right. Yeah.
just take this
This is
three
my
minute
card right
survey
here. Yeah.
and
You can read me.
you can figure out how much you're losing. Boom, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Get your
That's it.
hook.
You take
And get it.
7 questions, 3 minutes. It's all automated. I'm going to follow up with an email sequence. That's my hook. Yeah. A quiz.
Okay.
People love quizzes. Quizzes work really well.
Well, because you're offering a freebie for them.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
The freebie is let me tell you how much money you're losing.
yeah. Pain. Start with pain.
Mm-hmm.
Pain
No, that makes
solution.
sense.
And then if you want the fancy formula, then it's like pain, agitate, solution. But people just want the solution. Like, okay, God, I know I'm losing
Yes,
money. I
there
don't
was a
even
guy
know
I was
where.
watching a YouTube video talking about how to make good LinkedIn posts, and the
Okay,
guy
yeah,
says he called it the PAS method, pain, agitate, solution.
yeah, that's
That's what
it.
he was
Well,
saying.
that's
Just keep doing that. Here's the pain. Here's all the problems it causes. Here's the solution.
that's classic Dan Kennedy. I mean, I don't know if you know who Dan Kennedy is,
No, I
but
don't.
that dude is okay. You should know who Dan Kennedy is because he is the classic dude. Now, what's happening is you can't just always beat people up. You got to just beat them up just enough to get their attention, and then you spin to the positive. But here's how it can work. Here's what happened. I got an answer for you. You don't have to do that. Like to me, it's like I had a thing. You know, my foot's been goofed up for like a long time,
Yep.
and it's like I went to a new podiatrist. Apparently, my existing podiatrists are idiots, right? They totally misdiagnosed us. The guy's like, I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly how to fix you. I know this is what I do. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously. He's like, yeah, I
And
do this all day long.
and he convinced you. I mean, obviously saying it's one thing, but he convinced you.
Well, because he pulled my x-ray up and he goes, see, this is how your bones are. This is the reason you're having, this is the thing. These are the things. This is why we need to do surgery here. And then we need to do surgery there. And yeah, you'll be able to walk around. Your foot will be pretty much back
Yeah,
to normal again.
I'm wondering if my knee is ever gonna is if I can avoid surgery on my knee at some point because it's
You
gotten
know,
worse
who
in the
knows,
past
but I'm
year.
telling you, Chris, it's like magic when you finally go to the right dude that knows how to solve that problem. And he's like, yeah, this is what I do all day long, right? And it's like just the way he speaks about it, you're like, yeah, I kind of believe this,
Mhm.
because you've done so much research about it, and he just makes it so simple. It's like, yeah, you just do this, plug this, get a CRI, bum, 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 good, you're good.
Well, I'm
And you're
gonna
like,
try this
whoa.
weird blood flow thing I mentioned last time next week, and
Yeah, you may. Who knows? To me, that
you know
feels like maybe it works. I don't know actually.
it does feel like there's a lot of crystals and stuff involved, but
Yeah,
pyramids and
not to
crystals,
say
but
it
we'll
won't
see.
work. I mean, have you got? I
No,
mean, the first thing I'd say is uh, take a picture, right? You got to take a picture of it and see what's going on.
so I've looked at it. I understand the logic behind it. The problem with so much of pseudoscience, pseudo wellness, is that there is some piece of science behind it, and that
Yeah,
gives it some level of credibility. So but I'm going in there totally skeptical because I'm a skeptical person when it comes down to it.
yeah.
But we'll see. I'll try it and see. And if honestly, if it makes me feel better, whether it's truly making the situation better, if it makes me feel better, that might be sufficient.
Oh yeah, as long as you feel better, that's all that you really want. I mean, here's what I'd like to see though. I want to see a picture.
A picture of what?
Or I can go in and see the of your knee. They take some sort of diagnostic scan and like, dude, that's why you're in pain. See that bone is rubbing on the other bone. That's the problem,
Yeah,
actually.
but the situation here is this doesn't fix bone on bone, right? Because if you've gotten to the point where bone on bone's happening, you've either gotten damage to it at some point, or the circulation has gotten so bad that it's deteriorated, right? Now the
Right,
question is,
right.
can you somehow measure the blood flow, the inflammation, the liquids that get into joints that don't move that often? Because those are the types of things that cause a lot of arthritic pain.
Well, in that particular case, I'm sure there's some way to do it. I'm sure there's some real time, maybe Doppler scan or something. You can actually do some sort of fluid flow analysis. I'm sure there's some diagnostic tool so they can
Yeah, I
see.
haven't seen any of the clinics that they claim to have done showing anything that I would consider a true test that I would say has, documenting the changes. It's all people feel better. That's it. People went from state A to state B. I'm like, okay,
and that's good. That's better than nothing. But it's like, ideally, I want somebody to come and say, this is exactly the problem. I know exactly how to fix it.
Yeah.
And you can talk to 1,000 people that I've done. And here's the before and after picture.
It would be really interesting if you said, yeah, we've tested 100 people, 1,000 people, and we've seen ranges of change in blood flow from 10% to 30%, with the average being 12%, or something weird like that, right?
Right.
You start throwing numbers around like that, and then you start to feel more confident that there's been a systematic process by which they validated things.
Yeah. And here's what I would like even better, actually, and say, look, I can patch this up for you, but unless you do the therapy work, and it's going to hurt like a son of a gun, and it's going to hurt for like 90 days, and unless you go through it religiously, don't even do this, because
and according to my understanding, this does not fix your problem. This is a lifestyle change. You do this every day for the rest of your life, for half an hour a day or whatever, right? It's like
so this is
taking
a Band-Aid. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because the issue here is whatever else is causing whatever the problem is. Inflammation, maybe seed oils, if that's what you believe, or other chemicals in your food or whatever that are causing your these problems, right? So this is supposedly a way to help alleviate the problem. And over time, some things heal.